Here we go. How's it howlin', everybody? Wolf Prince Leon here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last episode, we went to Mount Battle, talked to Vander, and he led us over here to the Cypher Lab, which is now operational, as we know thanks to the Hexagon Brothers, from which we snagged 6 more Shadow Pokemon and purified 4 of them. Those 4 are now on my team, including my newest permanent member. And in this episode, we're going to take those Pokemon and go into Cypher Lab proper in order to continue our mission. So before we get started, let me introduce you. So, there's Milo the Nuzleaf, Carrick the Mareep, Liam the Houndour, Aurora the Spheal, and I renamed Luna to Charlie as the Teddiursa, and finally, Andy the Espeon. This is going to be my team for now, unless we find another Pokemon that might prove helpful as we head towards my planned Pokemon team. But for now, we have work to do, so without further delay, let's get wild. Now we're going to start over here. This area might not seem like much, but it does have a few Pokemon chests like new Pokeballs, giving us more resources, and a few other things. Like that one. Ooh, a super potion. Definitely helpful. But that's all that is in here, but I'd like to make sure I don't miss anything. So, now we're going to go on to this side. But first, let me switch my team around a little. Let's roll. So, we're going to go through here. And there's our first opposition. Corla. Reminds me of Corsola. Okay, we got a Skitty and a Duskull. Let's show them what we got. Charlie! Carrick! Alright, let's get to work. So this character does not have a Shadow Pokemon, so we don't have to worry. Ooh, Tuffy. Reliable as ever, Charlie. Uh-oh. Time for a double team. Nice. Ghosts don't like ghosts. Boom! Down for the count. Ooh, and a level up for Carrick. Attaboy. Might want to read the script there, girl. I'm the good guy. You're not. Huh? No way! Ladies and gentlemen and others, my Mareep is now a Flaffy. Awesome!
I'll be honest, I was pretty surprised by this. I had actually forgotten when Mareep evolved. But I ain't complaining, because Flaffy's just as good as Mareep, if not more. It gets a better boost in special attack and HP, and surprisingly special defense. Sure, contrary to the electric type usual, it's not the fastest Pokemon out there, but it still has a lot to offer in terms of utility, especially when I have it using Thunder Wave during my rescue attempts at Shadow Pokemon. Flaffy has never let me down, not as a Mareep, not as an Ampharos, and trust me, if you get a chance, give it a shot.
Awesome! So, that was unexpected, but I'll take it. Let's switch in Liam to catch him up with the rest of the group. Yeah, Liam's going to be the other permanent member of my team alongside my pal Andy. So, man, this place hasn't changed since Pokemon Coliseum. Let's check this side. Huh? XD001, huh? Alright, Tech Hut. Of all times to switch out my electric type. Great. And of all times to put in my fire type. Okay, don't panic. Good thing I built up a team. Carrick! Milo! Carrick, are you okay? Milo, sorry. Ooh! Clamp. A damage over time move, just like Fire Spin. Time to get to work. Double tack! Down for the count, and my Nuzleaf is fully healed. Zubat! Problematic for my Nuzleaf, but no problem for Carrot. You know the drill. Ooh, it survived. Thunder Shock! Down for the count. That's another enemy down for the count. You're going down. Huh? Lavrina? Okay. The door's locked. I'll need an ID card. Alright. Back to work. That was clearly a dead end, so we gotta move over this way. I hate it when they do that! Javian. Probably the most normal name in a while. Charlie, Liam, I'm counting on you both. No Shadow Pokemon yet here either. The only title card I've got so far is for an evolution. Uh-oh. Incoming! Don't worry, buddy. You got this. You got this, partner. Phage attack! Ooh, it survived. What is this? Pick on Liam Day? No way! Down for the count! him hard, buddy! Oh, so close! Whew. This is getting tough. Hold it! I am not letting my little buddy faint. There you go, pal. Let's press on, shall we? This was the part where we would be ending the dungeon back when we were doing it in Colosseum. Krane. I assume you're talking about Krane? Okay. The name's Leon. I'm here to pick up Professor Krane. I think he's been your guest for way too long. Let's teach these guys a lesson. I'm counting on you, buddy. Ember! Ooh, tough. Ooh, but that's good. You got this, Charlie. Metal Claw! Yes! Down for the count! There you go, pal. Thankfully, Burn also halves physical attack, and I think Poison is physical, so we shouldn't have much problem there. Go get him! Attaboy! Alright, Charlie, follow it up! Down for the count! Oh, and she was so close to a level up. Oh well. Okay. Guess he's not gonna spill the beans. I might be a little under-prepared here in terms of supplies. Now what? I told you, I'm here to pick up Professor Krane. I think he's been away from his lab for too long. And if you're not gonna get in my way, I'll just have to do this the hard way. Alright. Looks like we got a good setup here for some opponents. Go get him, Liam! Good boy! Liam is so cool! Oh, and Charlie leveled up. Nice. Fake Tears? That's a move that lowers special attack. No. We're not learning that one. Spinnerack. Nothing I can't handle. Hold the phone. Yup. Shadow Spinnerack.
I'm going to be very honest with you. This one is a very special Pokemon to me. Hailing from Generation 2, its best stat is physical attack, and it has some surprising good options like Shadow Punch and Poison Jab, especially in this generation. Spinarak is also an early bird Pokemon in Heart Gold and Gold, which is the one I had. But more importantly, when I once did my own play of XD Gale of Darkness, I actually tried Spinarak. It almost made it all the way to the end until I switched it out for Scyther. So I used it in Hard Gold, and it got me all the way to the end. I have a lot of respect for Spinarak and its evolution. And this is funny because I usually don't like spiders. And I honestly say to you, give it a shot. Just give it a shot even if you don't keep it on your team. Trust me, it could come as a good surprise.
Spinarak! And now that the opposition is out of the way, let's get to work. Let's see if we can't do an easy catch here. After all, Spinarak is an early game Pokemon. Boom! That was easy. Way to go, team. That's another Shadow Pokemon rescued. And let me say that again. Another Shadow Pokemon rescued. I'm not here to just catch. I'm here to rescue these Pokemon. So as I took a small detour to heal and stock up, I actually forgot to mention there's a fun little sub-arc going on here, this mart in Gattian Port. This guy, well, observe. Or not. See, this guy's gone through a sub-arc wherein he's the new owner of the store and he's going through a lot of confidence issues. It's a pretty cute progression if you can keep an eye on it every here now and then. But enough about that. Back to work. Okay, we're back to where we stopped before. Our job is to continue forward. I remember this spot. Huh? There you are. Ladies and gentlemen and others, meet the first boss of our little dungeon here. That is Cypher Admin Lavrina. And do not get me started on just how annoying she is. Your XD001? You tell him, Krane. Yeah. Amen, brother. Newsflash, you're the ones who kidnapped him from his own lab. No, the problem is that you're trying to get him to help with an evil plan. Drop it. So you were the ones behind the SS Libra. Yeah, she is way too whiny. Oh, Krane is actually trying to warn him about the problems of this. That's my professor. Now, where were we? If only I could reach him from here. Darn! Anyway. Yes, I did. Alright, Solox, or whatever. What do you got for me? Ooh, some good ones. But I've got better. I've got Carrick and Liam. Looks like he's got 4 Pokemon, so this might be a little bit of a long one. A fixed damage attack. Always does 20 damage. Come on, Liam. You got this, boy. That was supposed to be for... Whoops! I had them going after the wrong Pokemon! My bad. Bagon. Well, no time like the present to keep pressing on. Come on, boy! Atta boy! Good boy! As reliable as ever, Liam. Nummel, huh? Nothing we can't handle. Hold the phone! Yup! Shadow Nummel!
Now here's a Pokemon that I keep trying to find a way to use. Also hailing from Generation 3, Nummel is a fire and ground type. It's got a good balance of HP, as well as physical and special attack, and some decent special defense and defense. Its speed is a little lacking, but it's based off a camel, what do you expect? However, even with those good stats and a good move pool, there is one very, very huge problem with Nummel for most Pokemon trainers in the Generation 3 games, and that would be this. This thing, as a fire and ground type, has a ×4 weakness to the very, very common water type. It could probably not tank a lot of hits very well, unless you've been making sure to boost its defenses. But even then, it's always worth an experimental try. I keep trying to find a way to use it, and one of these days, I'll give it its spotlight.
And this is going to be a problem because, well, I can't use Thunder Wave on this Pokemon because it's ground type. Oh, nice. Priority 1. We have to get... Uh-oh. Hopefully this doesn't go too hard. Whew! That's a relief. Uh-oh. Carrick! We gotta wrap this up fast. Oh, yeah. Come on! Pokeball, go! Good. Another Pokemon rescued. Whew! That's a relief. I ain't going anywhere, buddy. I've got a professor to rescue. So that's a Spinarak and a Nummel so far. Along with Flaffy, with her evolution earlier, or his, but whatever. That's 3 Pokemon so far. And here is a good spot to know about. This healing station lets us make sure we're all good to go, because spoiler alerts, once we hit a certain point, we can't exactly go back up to the original healing point before the final boss of this dungeon. You're guarding a treasure chest, Digger. Well, I bet you didn't count on this. Carrick, Liam, let's do this! Down for the count! Feebas! Go get him, Carrick! Ooh. Incoming! Carrick, aim for the Feebas. Liam, take a break. Let's go, Andy! Carrick, Thundershock attack! Oh, Liam leveled up. Nice. Makuhita. Glad that didn't hit Liam. Andy, confusion attack. Down for the count. Incoming! Don't worry, we got this. Confusion attack! That's my girl! Andy is just as awesome as ever. My team, my family, they're tight-knit. Or at least they're getting there. And what did it... Okay, I can stretch it a little bit to understand why they're guarding that thing. Anyway. Now that we've gotten that out of the way... Gotta be careful here, because at least like a whole ton of my Pokemon are weak to fighting type Pokemon. Glad I've got my Espeon. Thank you again for watching this video. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe for more, and ring that bell for notifications. Be sure to share this video with your friends so that others can enjoy it too. Thank you for watching. I'm Wolf Prince Leon, and keep on howling!